hostess Nye, and today with me I got
214 in the building, man.
Okay. So what's up with you? How you feeling today?
I'm good.
That's good.
And yourself?
I'm feeling wonderful. You feel me? Not nothing to complain about. So, where you from?
I'm born and raised Oakland, East Oakland to be exact. I'm from the 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how old are you?
I just turned 30.
Woo!
I just turned 30. My birthday was on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, Valentine's Day, so is that why? Wait, is that why your name is
Yeah, so that's
214?
yeah,
Oh,
that's the brand.
sense.
Yeah, that's the brand I wanted to push. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get it. I've been doing it serious for about 7 years now, going on 8.
Mm-hmm.
At first I went by high key, and I sung falsetto a lot, and that was my thing. That's my go-to. And then after a while, I'm like, man, I don't like the way that sound. I can't go with that. And so I started to learn more about the business. I'm like, I need to push a brand.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I thought about 214, I'm like, it's Valentine's Day. And I remember thinking, like, Michael Jackson came out with Thriller, and that was like a Halloween thing.
On 214?
No. I was thinking like Michael Jackson did Thriller. I'm like, I gotta think about something that's going every year when it come around, it's gonna pop. It's gonna give people something to do.
Okay.
So then I was like, my birthday. I was like, I sing my birthday on Valentine's Day, and it's a sweetheart thing. I can get away with it, even though I'm from the hood. I can get away with it. So I decided I was gonna go with that.
Okay, so 214, clever.
Yeah.
Right. But like, so what is your real name then?
My name's Kevin Munson.
Oh.
Yeah. Kev Munson. My niggas call me like Kevin Munson. That's what I go by.
But like people on stage call you 214.
Yeah, and the people who know me before 214 they call me High Key, or they call me Key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you learn how to sing, or did you was born with it? You was like.
I think I naturally had a gift, but my mom always wanted to sing, so she'll be playing Janet Jackson, and I'll be listening to the radio a shit ton, riding in the back of this turquoise Corolla, and dropping us off at school. She playing songs, and I'm trying to mimic everything on the radio.
It'd be like that, yeah.
So she playing all that music. I'm learning everything word for word. I'm trying to match every note, like trying to sound like if it's a Mariah Carey track, I'm trying to sound like a woman. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just what it was at the time. And so that's how I got into it, just trying to mimic and copy everything that I heard. Yeah.
Okay. So like with you mimicking like the woman's voice, did you think like, okay, maybe I need to mimic the man's to get the deeper?
I didn't think that. I thought because I was a boy, I'm like, that's gonna come natural.
Yeah.
But being young, I already was thinking like, how can I be different? Like, it's hard to do women's tones, so let me practice that first. And I kind of always thought like that. Let me do the harder things first, and then everything that's already easy, I can work on that later. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. Did you get like any vocal training also, or no?
No, I never had
choir,
none of that. Nah. I was in church heavy. My stepmom, my dad would come pick me up on Fridays, and then on Sundays, my stepmom would take me back to Oakland, and we'd go to church. And then at 12, I always knew it was time to go home after church. So my dad knew I could sing, and he'd tell my stepmom, like, get him in the choir, but she never did. You know what I mean? So. It was just a lot of listening to music and copying and mimicking. And when that Usher dropped that Confessions, when he dropped that Confessions, that's what it was every day. That was one of them albums I was listening to like middle school, something like that. Yeah.
So do you like have any other talent? Like why singing? Like why is this your passion?
So like a lot of other artists, I started with basketball. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that I naturally gravitated to. I'll be walking up and down my street, dribbling the basketball, carrying it with me, going to school, doing extra. I knew that I lacked in height, so I knew I had to be extra raw. You know what I'm saying? And most people know me for defense. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, shit, I could be the best defender if I can't be the best scorer. But that didn't work out. You know what I mean? And so like. At 21, at 19, I got a job. You know what I'm saying? That was my first job. I was working at UPS. I'm like, man, this ain't what I want to do. And it was this OG named Tiger, and he used to do the E-Reg. He used to run the E-Reg cart.
Tiger, like...
Yeah, Tiger. He was an older cat. His nickname was Tiger.
I'm thinking of the rapper. That's what
Nah. But the OG, he worked the E-Reg cart. and he'll hear me sing, and he like, man, what you really want to do? Feel me? And then that led to different conversation. I'm like, man, I want to go to school and play ball, but this is around the time I think LeBron James had went from high school to the league. Feel me? So I thought it was still kind of possible to go from high school to the league. I'm like, man, I ain't got the height. That ain't reality for me. But I still want to play ball. So then he like, man, why you don't go to junior college? I ain't even know what junior college was.
Oh, like community?
Yeah, I didn't know community college even existed. Feel me? When we lost the Skyline last game in the playoffs. We was up. They came back and won. I went home boo-hoo crying, and my grandma like, it's over. I'm never gonna get to play ball again. So then I started working at UPS. He told me about that. He told me about Merritt College, and I ended up going up to Merritt College. And then I did the college thing for a minute. I ran track. I played. I redshirted, played basketball for a little bit. And then at 21. I'm like, man, I gotta figure out something that I can do that come natural. That's like a talent. Like I don't even think about doing it; it's just come natural. Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm about to really try to sing. So then, it's this guy, DJ Just Polo. He from around the corner. He from seminary. And he like, man, why you don't go up to Youth Uprising and go meet CT? I'm like, man, I don't know who that is. Eventually, I went up there and I ran into CT. I said, man, my name Kid. And Oakland had kind of built this shield up on you that make you feel like you gotta be tough. You feel me?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, like being a singer, being in Oakland, especially in the 50s, 60s, you know, you gotta be tough.
It didn't work out for me when I was you know what I'm saying, coming up with my partners.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one that the girls wanted.
So, I mean, no. Girls do fall for that singing stuff. It's just like usually most Oakland dudes are rappers. Like, you're my first singer actually, because usually I just do rappers. Like, I mean, not like that, but like no singers are really great.
So it's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. Feel me? And at first I wouldn't. When me and my partners go outside, I wouldn't be singing. I'm like, I don't. My partners would be telling me that they're like, nah, sing, do your thing. And I'm like, nah, it don't seem like that's what's flying. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really fucking with it like that. We'd do shit that like, excuse my language.
Yeah. No.
We'd do stuff like we'd go to Southland Mall and we'd be acting like we a rap group.
Wait, what?
We'd be acting like we a rap group and they'd be like, he the singer right there. Be like, bust something out. And you know, I sing little shit in there, have people turn their heads. Or one of my partners, Josh, he used to always feel me. Like if he'd be on the phone with a girl, he'd be like, he'd tell her like, I can sing. And then he like, kill. And then I'll start singing some Pretty Ricky. He'll always have me sing Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
Oh,
and
really?
So he'll have me sing that, but good times, man.
So, like, what is your, like, inspiration to keep going? Because, like, you know how, you said you've been in this for 7 to 8 years. Do you still feel like that you slept on, or, like, you get in somewhere eventually?
Yeah, for me, I don't know if the motivation gonna die. Because I ain't came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she going through what she going through. She in and out of John George, and it's some things at the house I want to fix. My brother still got some stuff he gotta. So it's so much on my shoulders that I gotta do. I feel like my lifetime I'm gonna have a plate full. You feel me? And then after that, you gotta think about the kids. You gotta think about the kids. So it's not gonna die down. And I made this the only thing that I know. Like I left basketball alone. All I know is music. These 7 years when I made that decision, every day in the studio. That's all I did. That's it. The one song a day at least. You feel me? So I'm gonna do that till I go out. And the motivation is my family. It's my foundation. It's me never having anything. It's me always wanting more. It's me knowing that it's a possibility if I don't do what I do 2 generations from now, the kids gonna have to rework themselves up to get something. And so I'm trying to build generational wealth through me. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, what would you do if, like, okay, so you know, for example, like some artists, right? They get discovered late. Like their song that was put out 3 years ago. Like.
Blow up after.
People find that and like, oh, this is it, and now you finally gonna be something. Is that a problem for you if that happens, or
nah, not at all. See, the thing too is what comes with being a singer and the way my mentality is, and this natural drive that I got. If singing don't work out right now, I'm not worried about that. I know that this is what I'm gonna be doing. This is what I want to do. I can see myself. I envision myself doing this 50, 60 years old. I might not have to, but I'm going to do it because the passion, the love that I got for it, the way it comes so natural, it's just the feeling I got. Like, I'm going to be doing this when I'm old in a suit that I picture it so that way it comes to me. I believe, you know, your mind and what you put out there is what you're going to get. So I can see myself doing it. Old. Even it, you know, when the voice sound like it's about to start going out, I'm still going to be doing it.
You just be like, ah.
Yeah. Even if it goes, because I play instruments a little bit too. My main instrument that I mess with is the bass, and I play the keys a little bit. Yeah, so if singing don't work, I'm gonna go get into them instruments.
Could you settle with being in the background? Like,
I could.
Yeah, so let's say one of these stars contact you, like, you could be a piano for me, maybe sing a little background vocals, but like.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind, because I think basketball not taking me where I wanted it to take me kind of set the tone. Like, if you know you're not going to be an NBA star, then you can go do something that has to do with kinesthetic learning in some type of way, or being a PE teacher or something that got to do with movement or working out. It's other things that you could do within the field, you know. So basketball kind of set that tone. So I know with music it's the same thing, and that's how I'm moving is. Same way I was moving in basketball, I'm going to move in music. I might not be the frontline star. That's fine. I know I got pin game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know I could tell somebody younger than me how to move and at least get to the point that I got to. You know what I mean? I could share my knowledge. So.
Yeah. So what is some goals that you reach, and then what you're still trying to reach?
Goals? Oh man. Goals haven't really been on the forefront for me. It's all been I'm about to just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna come. I don't know what I'm going for. I don't know much about it. Ain't nobody told me this is what you should be trying to go for. This is what you should try to do. I just think about being big and being as big as I can be, you know, when it comes to myself and what I can do. But now after getting into the music and, you know, actually putting out an album, now I'm starting to get in the goals. Like, I know one big goal for me right now is to try to drop another album in a year, you know, to try to at least have 4 to 5 videos off the album knocked out, you know. So I'm getting into it. But other than that, I'd be happy with the little bit that come, because I never know, you know. I didn't think I was gonna make it past 22, you know, and I'm here still doing it. So for anything that come, I just be grateful. And I gotta think bigger, you know what I mean? I gotta think you are gonna be here. Go ahead and set some goals for yourself. It ain't gonna be a short-term thing for you, you know. So I'm climbing out of that, and I think Oakland kind of put that in me, you know. But it's good. It's good though. Now I'm gonna make that shift and start setting some goals and try to get further and do more and want more for myself.
So with your self-entitled album, right?
Yeah.
So have you got a lot of listeners from it? Like, were you surprised by how much people loved it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a tough critic on myself.
So you criticize yourself before anyone else does?
Yeah, definitely. Like, in my head, I always be thinking I try to go, because Oakland is. It feels like people don't be messing with each other. It's tough. Yeah.
It's weird. We support each other, but then it's just we don't want no one to be better than us.
Good, never better.
Yeah. For me, I support, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm kind of still. There's no one else doing this my age, but if there was someone else that came out because it just became hecka big, I was like, hey, I did this first. So what you doing? But then it's just no, I gotta support you because we from the same city.
Exactly, and that's what's gonna make us bigger. Yeah. But you know, you gotta make it what you want it to be. You gotta be the change that you want to see. So I feel like I just gotta keep showing love. And maybe I could get people to change their mind. Maybe I could get people to see we should move like this. But being in Oakland, it built this shell up man, and it feel like you can only fuck with your circle. The people that you know, the people that fuck with you. It might be 7 or 8 people, but your whole life you fuck with that 7 or 8 people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely be thinking I don't know if they gon', I don't know.
Yeah.
And my family, my brother is one of the people that'll remind me no, kid, people fuck with you. Feel me? You gotta stop thinking that. I'm well, why I can't see it?
Yeah.
You know, he'll try to put it out there. He you gotta give him something to see. Give him something to see. You feel me? So.
So, How have your supporters been? Like, they've been riding for the most part?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, and a lot of people have been proud of me. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's pats on the back, it's handshakes, it's high fives. Just keep doing your thing. I think you can loosen up a little bit. You look stiff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's been nothing but people trying to help me be better, and pushing for me to be greater than I am now. And a lot of them telling me, you know, I believe you. I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing. I told you could do it. You know what I mean? And it's like, for sure. But in the back of my mind, I'm still like, nah, this ain't it. This is only the first album. I got to make sure the second one better than the first one, because the second one is never better than the first one, or they say that it's rare that it is. Lauryn Hill only had to drop one. You know, it's different things that come into mind. But
isn't this kind of like messed up? It's like, okay, you can either be one, right? Become competition with yourself. Yeah. So like, let's say you put out this great album, people finally discover you, right?
Yeah.
Finally get listening, finally get heck of interviews, more than me, because, you know, I'm just an underground person right now.
Yeah.
So like, you get big and everything, and then you put out your second album, no one really messes with it. Are you kind of scared of that?
Nah. And the reason why I think I'm not worried about people feeling like the second album ain't gonna be is because the approach I took to the first one. A lot of the songs off the first one are songs that I've been working on for a minute. So it's kind of like y'all hear what y'all hear, but I know that I was in that. It was a place that I was in my life when I made those tracks. So the next one that I bring, I'm gonna be in a different space. I know that I want to work on my nutrition, what I'm eating, my mindset, the way I carry myself, how I'm involved in my daughter's life, you know, a whole bunch of different aspects that make me see I'm gonna be on a different level. I'm gonna start getting in the gym more, and with me being in a different position, taking my voice more serious, not smoking as much, it's gonna make the album better, and I know it. And I tell myself I know it so that it will be that. You know what I mean? Because also I think about the times are changing. Music is changing. Right now, a lot of people got that Detroit sound. I ain't even touched that really like that yet. Yeah. So I know when I put my singing to that, if I drop the next album next week, but I'm using these Detroit sounds, it's gonna be hot.
But you know, it's funny, like people are using bass sounds and bass dance moves, like everything from
everywhere.
But then they people are trying to take something like I don't know, it's just
what I think on that is when they use it elsewhere, other places, they got love behind it. We are created, and you are created within your circle, and then your circle barely giving you love. People see it, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could, not giving them props and saying let's get with them, or let's say we could do that too, or let's do it together. It's, oh, that's cool. I could do that too. I probably could do it better though. You know what I mean? So and you know, and then part of me too is like, is that hating, or is it just that we all so talented that we know it's so much more that we could be doing, that it's just competitive. It's real competitive, you know. So I try not to look at it like it's hating, because I really don't want it to be hating. I want it to be that, you know, I just see it, you know, just say leave that alone.
So like, how was the process of making the album and then like finally put it out? Because you said you've been in this game for 7 to 8 years, right?
Yeah.
So you've been putting out singles at first.
I ain't put out nothing.
So you just
I put out about 1 to 4 tracks or something like that, and then the team, this team that I do music with or did music with for a while, Unified Music Crew, and then we dropped the project, and one of the songs off that project ended up winning the KMEL Home Turf competition, and then I dropped my album after that. Okay. Yeah, so before that, before UMC dropped their project, I had dropped maybe 1 to 4 singles or something like that. But I didn't really put a real push behind them. I was just putting them out to let me see what kind of reaction they go get. I know, you know, I can't keep everything in the lab. But other than putting them singles out, it was just making music every day, trying to get better at the craft.
So were you like a producer?
I produce a little bit, but no, I was singing, but I'd be in the studio, I'd be writing song after song after song after song. I'm getting better at songwriting. I'm getting better at singing riffs, runs. I'm getting better at the bass. So I'm going to church on Sundays and I'm playing the bass a little bit, or I'm singing in the choir. Like, once I got into it, then I started really trying to do it. And I didn't want to put out anything that I felt like was weak. So I notice when I crack on a note or I go into the wrong key from a different key, and I started to like really hone in on that and getting better at that before I dropped the project. That's why it took me so long to drop my first album, and I haven't dropped any mixtapes. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna drop an album. I hear Too Short, I hear E40, and that's one thing that they harp on. They like, I got albums. It's like, oh, so me being a younger cat in their eyes, if I want to look like anything, and this is just how I took it in, I'm like, if I want to really come off as something, yeah, so in my opinion, y'all gotta drop an album. That's gonna make that, I might get a little respect off that, you know what I'm saying? So it was a whole bunch of being in the studio, and then the crew had dropped we dropped the album, and then that's when I got into bringing songs that I had worked on over those 7 years, picking out the ones I thought were best, that fit together the best, and then I got to a mixing process, mastering process, stressed out for a little bit. I had to do artwork, got into dropping a video, and I dropped the album.
Okay. So, with the process being long and tedious,
yes.
And you got a good reaction out of it, like, do you feel good about the album more? You feel like you could do more, cause like, do you actually listen to your own music after when it's out? Cause with me, like, after I post my YouTube video, I leave it alone. Like, I just let the crowd, like, cause I'm already here, already edited, so it's just like, y'all do it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's. I'm definitely one of them people that's like, I don't want to see anything. I don't want to hear anything. I'm cool.
Right.
What's next?
I think that's the humbleness in it.
Nah, I'm nervous and scared. I don't want to see. I know when I'm doing it. I know where I fucked up. I know where I messed up. And you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I don't want to see that because I know. Yeah. We just I know you ain't got to tell me. We're gonna work on the next. We're gonna work on the next time. But I think it's important to watch old footage, or to listen to your music, to critique it, to make it better for next time. So, because you got to remember, for these 7 years, I've been listening to them songs.
Yeah.
I made All Night probably like 2014. You know what I mean? And so now when I'm listening to the album, I'm more so enjoying the experience of somebody listening to it for the first time, or me just putting it out and them enjoying it and them being proud of it. Like me riding with my dad, he listens to the album. He like you DJ. I'm like, all right, and I start playing some Sada Baby. He like, I want to hear the 214. All right, so I put the 214 on. He ain't dancing to it. I ain't seen my dad dance before, but he dancing to it. I'm like, man, you look old. But it's just sharing them experiences of them being proud of me actually dropping a project and seeing that everything that I've been doing hasn't just been taught. Because a lot of people say they do music. There's a lot of people that say they serious, but
never want to put in the work for it.
They don't follow through. You know what I mean? And they don't know that it's really you being right on the other side of fear. Like the wall's so thin, and people don't know the wall thin. Just when you about to give up, that's when you about to have your breakthrough. That's when you finna like, I'm like, man, I might have to push this album back.
Yeah.
The next week, that's when I got the cover art. That's when I start uploading everything. And that was the beginning of February, like the 31st of January.
But you put out the full album.
And then I had everything done by the 14th. And so right when I was just about to be like, I'm about to push it back, I had everything lined up to release it on the date that I wanted to. Yeah. A couple shows that came right before it. I released a music video. God worked in mysterious ways.
Right. Like, with me, like, I look back at my process because I've been doing this for a year now. It's about to be 2 years in July.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. But it's just like, I look back at my first video, I'm like, whoo, that was not. Yeah. And I used to read off the papers, and like, I still have questions just for backup, just in case. Yeah. But like, for the most part, I'm going off the top of my head, because like, I just got better at it.
Yeah. That's wrong.
Yeah. So, it's a talent, something to talent in other areas.
Yeah. I see. I appreciate you having me too. I like it. You know what I'm saying? The vibe's solid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, my bad. So what is the message that you were trying to convey in 214?
Good question. I think really, so the way I feel about my music and what I'm bringing, me being my age, the way I'm moving, all that, I feel like how J. Cole dropped that Middle Child record.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel. I feel like what Kamaya did was big. She in the middle too. It's that 90s feel. It's that I feel like there's a gap in the middle that's missing, and I'm one of the artists that's filling it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just sharing my story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sharing the story of a boy growing up in Oakland, doing what he had to do to get to the point that he at now, and trying to be a man without, like I got a dad. He's a father figure. I don't know who my dad is, so I was, for the most part, raised in a single mother home. So, I'm speaking for them. I'm speaking for the men that got relationships with women because of the relationship they had with their mom, who's a single mom. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to tell my story and share my story. Yeah.
So, are you independent?
I am independent. I would say what my message would be is to be yourself, be authentic, and when it comes to what other people say, it's just their opinion. Don't be afraid to be you. That's what it's about for me. Because I feel like at the end of me releasing it, I was like, I'm not even worried about what somebody else got to say. I'm about to drop it. And then I dropped it like, boom, whatever gonna come with it, gonna come with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you want to be under a label?
Yeah. Yeah, so...
But the industry a hard game to play.
It is. But seeing that I could do it independent, I get my chips right, stack my pay right, you know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like I could be a factor as far as an individual artist that doesn't need a label. And so I'm definitely thinking about going that route more. But initially, growing up, that's what you wanted. You want to sign to a label. You want to have that big machine behind you. But with it being 2019 and seeing that you don't have to, I'm definitely considering going my own route and not even going through a label. Like, because it's kind of like, for what?
What is your sound in like 3 words if you had to describe?
That's a tough one. Seductive, convincing, and authentic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why those 3 words?
So seductive is that speaks more to the style I feel like I created with the voice that I have once I started to really know what I got. I was like, if you get the women, you get the men, you get the follow you. You got to make people, sound good, right? And so, in all honesty, I'm like, this could be your way of selling sex. It's through your voice.
Is it the music industry all about that anyways?
And so that's the angle that I was coming from is if you could sound like sex. What does sex sound like? Like if you were to, and so I felt like that's what I kind of created. And then when it comes to convincing, I say convincing because I'll combine authentic too in that I'm being me.
Yeah. I'm
not trying to be anybody else. I'm really telling my stories. A couple of my partners done went to jail. A couple of my partners is doing their thing, getting by, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not with that. I'm not finna act like I'm with that. I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna speak from that angle. You know what I mean? Of not being somebody who in and out of jail and being accepted for that. You know what I mean? My partners accept me, like, yeah, that ain't what you do and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's and then and authentic ties into that.
Okay. So what is your favorite song off the album?
My favorite song off the album is For a Second.
For a second.
Okay. Yeah.
I did hear that. It was cool. It was cool. I know I keep on saying cool, but I mean good. Like
I appreciate that. I know I did, you know what I'm saying? I don't take that lightly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. It's my favorite song because I feel like that's one of the songs I got the deepest connection. My relationship with my mom is big. It's never been the best one, but I feel like it's had the most influence on my life as far as me becoming a man.
Yeah.
Choices that I've made, good and bad. And so For a Second is me speaking and explaining what I've been through as a young black man to a black woman.
Yeah. So,
one of the lines I say, we from the same place, the only difference is I'm a male. If I don't end up dead in the streets, I'ma die in jail. You know the system is designed for men like me to fail. You only truly understand as far as I can tell. I gotta be tough. If not, I get toe up. Drinking and smoking help me fit in, so I like to pull up. I'm explaining myself to her like, look, I'm strong. I'm being a strong black man, day in, day out. But my wall is bound to fall. Even though I'm going through it, I'm staying strong through it all. Remember this, I'm only human. So let me lay my head on your chest and put stress to rest. Girl, hold me for a second. So, you know, and I could be this strong, but I feel like, you know, I'm not even gonna get into that. But it's not always easy being a black man, being a black man in a relationship with a black woman. I feel like you always got to be like this tough, strong, and that's not reality. The reality is that I break down too, and when I do break down, I need you to be there. So
yeah, I feel like with that, I feel like it's to a certain extent. Like we always have to be strong for our men, though.
Yes.
It's like the total opposite, because it's like you want us to stay strong for y'all, hold y'all down. Yeah. But then it's just like, are
y'all gonna hold us down?
Right.
That's what he's speaking. And that's what I'm saying is, this is where I'm coming from. This is me speaking to you and letting you know how I feel. Sometimes I'm gonna break. Hold me real quick. Just give me a second. Damn.
But I feel like,
you know what I'm saying? And it gotta go vice versa.
Yeah, I feel like with black love, like it's the best one because it's so strong and we understand each other and the struggles and everything. I don't have nothing against interracial relationships, don't get me wrong, but I feel like if I dated a white man, he would never know where I'm coming from.
Right.
Even though
not
he
truly.
understand.
Not truly.
Yeah.
That's why you only truly understand as far as I can tell.
Have you had like any other love relationships besides a black woman?
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah. I've dealt with other races before.
So like, like which one do you prefer? Or?
Black.
Okay.
Black. Okay. All day long. It's just a different feeling. And they hold you down different. It's a different understanding. You know what I mean? And that's the best way for me to explain it. If I could, that's what I'm striving for. I haven't given up on it. It's just, I really feel like it takes finding the right one. Yeah.
Speaking of which, have you found the right one?
Huh?
Have you found the right one?
No.
He said,
Nah. Single life right now. Life right now. I'm definitely focused on my music, my career, and making sure my foundation is set and my family good. That's my main focus. Yeah.
That's good. So let's listen to for a second. That's the one that you want to listen
to. Yeah. Play that.
Let me put on this computer first. Yeah, I'm gonna edit all this out, but. Okay, y'all vibing, cool.
What's going on, man? 214 in the building. What's going on, y'all? Y'all tuned in. Beautiful black people. Beautiful people, period.
Then where's the album at? You came up.
Okay, Riz.
You said for a second, right?
Yeah, for a second. Banger, here you go. Oh man, Keith, what's going on? Keith, what you gotta say? You gotta type something in there, Keith. Speak on how you feel. The gang. the gang's here. DJ Al, how you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? That Down For You record, man. I'm waiting on you to spin it. I know you didn't put a twist on it.
So,
Yes, sir.
We gonna listen to for a second. But 214.
Oh man, the San Andreas arm swing. This for a second. You know what I'm saying? Walk around the front, even though I'm going through it. Things I do it all. It's somebody human. I slept on couch after couch in so many situations. Got my own room on bed now, I don't even lay in it. Can't express emotion, but I do my best to explain in my life. I'm like a toy that somebody out to play with. Arguing with my mama got me kicked out. Whenever we get into it till now, I still bounce. Never let me false move, I get straight out. First person that ever told me I ain't shit but walking out. Partners didn't turn me off the love for the green. Only time for a ride that my cell phone ring. If I don't know nothing else, then I know two things. Always put God first, second, stick to your dreams. My wall bound to fall. Even though I'm going through it, I'm staying strong through it all. Remember this, I'm only human. So let me lay my head on your chest and put stress to rest. Girl, hold me for a second. My wall bound to fall. Even though I'm going through it, I'm staying strong through it all. Remember this, I'm only human. So let me lay my head on your chest and put stress to rest. Girl, hold me for a second. And I'm black, me and my partners, we got nothing to do. So we here for the buzz, all we wanted was fun. We had love for one another when we rallied the sun. on and covered up whatever missing that we ain't getting. Aaron, what's going on? You understand in every way, so you who I've been to. I expect you know my struggle, cause you know what I've been through. We from the same place, the only difference is I'm a male. If I don't end up dead in these streets, I'ma die in jail. You know the system is designed for men like me to fail, and you only truthfully understand as far as I can tell. I gotta be tough, if not I need toe up. Drinking and smoking help me feeling, so I like to grow up. Run round the phone, even though I'm going through it, I'm staying strong through it. All remember this, I'm on a human, so let me lay my head on your chest and put stress to rest. Girl, only for a second. Walk down the phone, even though I'm going through it, I'm staying strong through it. All remember this, I'm on a human, so let me lay my head on your chest and put stress to rest. Girl, hold me for a second.
That was
my favorite joint. My favorite joint.
So that was for a second by TWO14. So how did your mom react to this song?
My mom was surprised. that was one thing I remember her saying about this song. Is I never said that to you. You for sure told me I wasn't shit. All them nights when I was being a badass little boy.
Man.
I'm gonna call your dad right now. Call him. I'm gonna go sleep outside. Then I start taking my covers to go sleep outside. She bring them covers back in the house. You ain't pay for them covers, right? So then once I heard her say that, you know what I'm saying? I start trying to go sleep outside in my clothes. I go outside my clothes. You ain't pay for them clothes neither. So then I start paying for my own clothes. I start layering up in my clothes.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I go outside and I leave. I'd be outside for hours. Or I go over to 62nd, 63rd, go stay at my partner's house. I was young, maybe 13, 14. I was young, but yeah, so yeah, me and my mom got a crazy relationship.
I felt that, but I mean, I feel like usually in black families, like you're not really allowed to talk about what happens in the house. What happens in this house stays in this house.
Yeah.
But it's just like.
Yeah. But me being raised in that single parent home, and I was defiant, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about. So me having that relationship with my mom, not saying that. You know, I got a lot of love for my mom now. Different. It's way different. It's way different now that I'm older. And I know what she went through being 21, 22, having two boys. You have me at 21, you have my brother at 22, and you got two boys and you're taking care of them yourself. Now I understand what she was trying to do. I understand, you know, why she did a lot of the stuff that she did. You know, and then, you know, I'm just crazy. You know, using all your financial aid money from college to try to make sure that your sons get everything that they see they friends got and that they asking you for, and you really can't afford it. You know what I mean? Like, so I appreciate her so much more now that I'm older and I get it.
Yeah, there's reasons behind the chaos. That's what my mom always said.
Method to the madness.
Method to the madness. That one too. But yeah. But I really message your album, like, it's really cool. Like, do you think you came a long way, or do you think you pushed further? Maybe. I'm
gonna push further, and I came a long way. I've come a long way in that amount of time of realizing it's time to go. It's time to drop this album. 4 months ago, I was working in the kitchen cooking as a lead cook, and that job kind of did a lot of grew me up a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was in there for a year, but before that, doing the music, getting into the cooking, and now the growth has been crazy. It's been crazy.
Have you made any like big business moves so far since you came?
I think the biggest business move that I've made was signing a publishing deal with UMC through Warner Chappell Music Publishing. The producer that I was working with most, who has like 5-6 tracks off the album, CT Beats. He did a lot of Kamaya's work off her first album. He did like 5 songs over there. And so when he got his deal, we went to LA and he pulled us along and he blessed us like, look, this is my team, all right? I want to see if I can get them signed as writers. And I ended up signing as a songwriter. So I got a publishing deal, and that's the biggest thing that I've accomplished. Yeah.
Have you made any money off of your music yet?
I made a little change. But definitely got a lot further to go. And that's just, you know, I think right now I'm at like 800 streams, something like that. Yeah. That's off of Spotify, so I'm not sure how much it is in total. But I made a little change, not much of anything. I'm not really worried about the money, you know what I mean? I'm worried about the longevity. I'm worried about the lives that I can change.
Yeah.
I'm worried about my kids being all right. Yeah.
Just, paving a path for them, basically.
Yeah. Because I feel like the money gonna come with it, but what's more important is how you're in their life. You know what I mean? How you're in your family's life. Like I'm saying, like that's what matters more. I spent so much time sacrificing not being near my family, being near the people that I love to learn this music thing, that when it was all said and done, right, the album's getting ready to release, I'm like, damn, it's so much shit that I'd have missed on, so many relationships that I could have built on and made bigger and better if I wouldn't have made that sacrifice to learn this music thing the way that I felt I needed to learn it. So yeah, I feel like relationships are huge. Yeah.
Who have you worked with so far though? As features or like any
Give It To Him, Lala, J Laws. This artist called Regio's dope white boy singer. Be blowing.
White boy?
Yeah. Blowing. But those are a few artists. Buggy B. I'm looking forward to working with this guy Banga. Yeah. It's a lot of people I want to collab with. You know what I'm saying? I just recently tapped in with All Black. Maybe one day, I might get something.
I thought you said I thought you was gonna say he responded and y'all gotta.
No, we tapped in. I ended up showing up at one of the video shoots E40 him and Chippas, NHT Chippas was having, and me and All Black connected, and he followed me on the gram, I followed him on the gram, and maybe it'll go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, but we'll see,
Right.
But it's definitely a lot I want to do, yeah.
Has social media played a part in your so far success?
Huge part. My main thing, Instagram, like down there, everything.
Yeah.
Everything, like trying to learn how to be strategic with the post. I'll post, wait a minute, might wait 3 weeks, 3 weeks to a month. But while you waiting, you might post something in your story and promote it. You could put $1 a day behind it. And now it's reaching people all over the world, you know what I mean? Without getting on Snapchat, without getting on Twitter. Now I'm trying to do a little bit, more being on all social media platforms. But Instagram, main one. Like, that's it. It feel like that's all I gotta do. You know what I mean? So.
Do you get more, like, people to pay attention when you actually post or on your story?
On my story. I feel like the more content that you post, people start to pay less attention to your profile.
Yeah.
And they, because the story will pop up and it's popped up instantly and it's be like at the beginning of their feed, you know what I mean? But post, they kind of get tired of seeing you and what you post, and you know what I mean? They're not going to like everything.
Right.
And that's understandable. So I definitely feel like I get more love on my story.
Yeah. Would you be the type of person to do constant promotion, like, on your story? Because, like, I have some, it's kind of annoying, but then it's good, but then it's like.
So my strategy, and I've been learning a little bit from Bug, for the events that are coming up, I will, I'll post and I'll be consistent with it. But after that show, I'm taking it down. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's definitely a look that you have to have to your profile for bigger artists and more people who are on a higher platform to look at you. They're going to look at your shit. I mean, they're going to look at your profile and they're going to see, if it looks sloppy. And that's what branding is. Branding is how you present yourself, and that's all it is. When you think about the Michael Jordan brand, you think about the way his kicks look, you think about the clothes he wears, you think about the one earring, you think about the tongue out, you think about how he done. You think about Drake, is the same thing. You think about Nipsey Hussle, same thing. If it's clean cut across the board, people are going to gravitate to it more. So that's what be on my mind. I just gave out way too much.
I'm gonna use some of that. Thank you. So you wrote your own lyrics, right?
Yes.
So what are your inspiration?
As far as writing?
Yeah.
Tupac.
You know
what I'm saying? And when I think Tupac, I think poetry. I think about making the words speak. I think about making the words move. I think about painting a picture. I think about the words having feeling. like, just an example, if your glasses were on the table and somebody hit them, I wouldn't say like they slid across the table. I think about like her glasses danced across the table. You know what I mean? Like I think like that, like her glasses danced across the table. You should watch them move. You should see how they move. I done something, but I don't have a clue. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how I be coming up with. I ain't gonna give too much. But yeah.
I get it. I understand. But
yeah.
So, do you think you have to change your image also for being like R&B artists? Even though it's easier for men to be in the industry, like they don't really got to change a lot. But like, do you think so?
I think depending on what you're trying to sell. What I'm trying to sell is me in my natural state, right? And so there might be a couple things that I have to change, but for the most part, I'm like, this is what I'm giving y'all. This is what y'all gonna get. Mm-hmm. This is what somebody who sings, born and raised from Oakland, is gonna look like. That's how they gonna carry themselves. It's authentic. You can't change it. I'm not making it up. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what makes it its own thing. You know what I mean? It can be copied. You can try to make the Kool-Aid the same, but you might make the Kool-Aid the wrong color, and you might put the wrong amount of sugar. You know what I'm saying? You might put more water than sugar. You know what I mean? Like more sugar than water. You're gonna make it different, and you can't. If you haven't been through it, you can't make this up. I'm only this way because of what I've been through. So yeah.
Okay. Do you consider yourself a Bay Area artist?
I mean, yeah, I'm in the Bay Area and I make art.
No, some people like when I usually ask this question, like they say no because that's putting yourself in a category, and you won't be able to get out because most people want to get out of Oakland. This
is how I look at it.
Yeah.
I feel like if we gonna say that, I'm an Oakland artist. It's where I'm born and raised. It's where I'm coming from. It's the city that I'm in. But I definitely know that I can go on to do bigger and better things. I definitely know that the music that I make is way bigger than the Bay Area. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about, hyphy. It's not about going down. I can make that. You know what I'm saying? I like to make, you know what I'm saying? Because that's fun. I feel like that's the culture. But I definitely see myself going bigger than, bigger than Bay Area. Yeah.
Would you ever, switch up your style?
Yes, I feel like that's important. I feel like how you switch up your style is important. Like, I still got to keep some of the factors that are my original. Exactly. Like, one thing that I was working on while I was developing a singing style. So I spoke to the things that's harder. I'm gonna do first. I wasn't singing for hella long. I was working on the rapping for hella long, and I still don't consider myself a rapper, but I pulled away from the singing to work on the rapping, and I just got better at the rapping. But I also got another tone that I don't use like that kind of sound like the future stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm practicing for what's supposed to come next, because it's going to change. Eventually this sound going to get old, and it might get old, might not. But eventually what I'm thinking is it might get old, but I don't want to wait till it get old to be like, all right, what's the new sound going to be? Think you don't hear any music from me for hella long.
Yeah.
Feel me? So I'm working on that while I'm, so.
Even when you become big, like, are you going to do that? Like, I'm going to disappear for how long to come out the cuts and then boom, hits. But I feel like you got to be really successful to do that.
So I feel like I'm going to be real strategic, and I'm going to get a feel for how I'm accepted in the industry and if I'm able to do that. But I definitely, I think it's dope Frank Ocean is able to drop some shit, and then everybody well, where did he go? Kendrick dropped something and you don't see him on social media at all. He isn't involved. I think it's dope that J. Cole dropped something and he not on. I think that's dope. So I definitely want to move like that. There's this movie that I like. It's one of my favorites called Finding Forrester. And there's this author who's like this prize-winning author, but he spends most of his time in his room, and the world is like, where is he? We need you.
Yeah.
And I feel like him being in that room is him being at peace. He'll come out when he wants to, right? Because everything you go through, you don't know. It might drive you to, it might drive you to feel like everything is overwhelming and you need a break.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely feel like I'm gonna pull that move at some point when I've released that project. Well, I know that I'm going to disappear for them, I'm going to do it. And what I'm going to do in that time is I'm going to spend a lot of time with my family. I'm going to spend a lot of time with the people that helped me get to the point that I got to. And we're going to spend some of this money and we're going to live. We're going to go on these sprees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. We're going to do things that we haven't done. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I pull that feeling from, there's, you know, all family isn't blood, all blood isn't family, but there's family that I have that thinks that it's important to take a trip once a year. So at some point, if I can, I want to take all my people, you know, who haven't left, who haven't went to go do it, and go do something, you know what I mean? And experience some life stuff. So yeah, that's on my mind. That's far future, but I'm thinking about it now, so yeah.
That's good. So what are some future performances that you have coming up, or do you have any yet?
Yeah, so tonight, 3:10 at the gallery, on 14th. It isn't a show, but the Culture Junkies are throwing the event, and they are going to be displaying my music. They're going to be playing a couple songs. They're going to be playing the Free to Beat video, and it's the first time that they've ever featured an artist for their event. So that's happening tonight. Saturday. We got the show, the Princess Palace, the Princess Palace, Pisces pop out.
8 Pisces. You
know what I'm saying? That's 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. DM her for the details. If you want to be a part, but I'm gonna be performing there. And then last night I went to Era and they had an open mic, and I'm just going to pop up because you know you got to be seen. You trying to? I'm doing the footwork, and I sing this song I got called Oakland. That's also on the album, and they I performed the song and I end up winning a chance to perform Sunday. So I'll be performing Sunday at the Black Joy Parade, and I'm gonna be there at 2:30. So yeah, those are some things.
You got a lot going on.
Oh, is it March 3rd, or is it we gonna talk about May 8th? Because we got May 8th, I'll be May 8th in San Francisco. I'll be headlining my first show.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first one of me doing my thing. It's about me.
Okay.
15 to 20 minute set, and I'm excited for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't done it yet. I definitely plan on bringing live band, no tracks behind me, like no vocals on the tracks. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it big. The whole 7 years that I was working on that music, I'm gonna try to for sure bring that out March 8th. I mean May 8th.
Give everyone your socials.
So my social media on all platforms is 0214 ZERO TWO14. It's spelled out, and it's Valentine's Day spelled out. It's my birthday. Yeah.
So y'all can follow me at Radioniy. And subscribe, comment, like on this YouTube video, and share it. And we're gonna listen to 214 Oakland.
Yeah. Check out the album. 214.
Yeah, freestyle.
Oakland, the whole they do. It's just a sad, sweet song. But Oakland, I'm coming home to you. Yeah, I'm coming home to you. Catching the cold from the rain, permanent damage from a lot of pain. There's a sickness on the west side. Grown men can't express that we side. Kids can't have nothing new. Trouble is all they get to get into. And good things don't last long. Nobody's safe to get comfortable. The blame can't be near you. You're a kid, but it's kids who raise you. The closest to you mistreat you. Don't start the high, we're all made to be see-through. The whole street still looks the same, and I don't know if it'll ever change. Youngins wearing color every single lane. You can't tell them nothing, you ain't never had to feel this pain. Oakland, the whole day through. It's just a sad, sweet song. But Oakland, I'm coming home to you. Yeah, I'm coming home to you. Fuck whoever try to judge. Incarceration nothing but a bunch. Nobody writes you while you inside. You get out, everybody wanna show you love. Hey, you gotta look good on the outside to cover up what's on the inside. Trying to remove yourself from what's real, cause you're feeling like you can't deal. Don't know how to deal with it, so you smile, let them see you grip with it. It's deep rooted and you still feel it. It ain't okay, cause the clothes don't fix that, the chains don't fix that, the rings don't fix that, the weed don't fix that, the drinks don't fix that, the lean don't fix that. Oakland, the whole day through. It's just a sad, sweet song. Oakland, I'm coming home to you, yeah. I'm coming home to you, oh yeah. Oakland, Oakland, the whole day through, yeah. It's just a sad, sweet song. Sad, sweet song. Oakland, I'm coming home to you. Hey, I'm coming home to you. Hey, Oakland, Oakland,
Here, what the f I'm gon' fight for? Shed light on your block with this light pole. Dumb nigga, broke boy, pockets light pole.